This video will guide you through measuring for LOOP-LOC safety covers using IMAGE-LOC. First, let's review the LOOP-LOC difference. All LOOP-LOC covers are UL certified and exceed ASTM standards. They are made from the highest quality materials manufactured in the USA. They are tested for safety and durability and can support the weight of an elephant. Here's why we recommend IMAGE-LOC. It's faster and more accurate. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes. There's a guaranteed fit if measured correctly. You submit the photos and LOOP-LOC does the measuring for you. And of course, it's easy. Before getting started, gather all of the tools and materials needed, including a GoPro camera, digital camera, or drone, no smartphones or tablets, an extension stick for a GoPro or a step stool for digital camera, 3 steel tape measures, 60 orange cones, 6 wood scale blocks with defined edges, and your instruction guide. For convenience, you can call or email your sales representative to purchase an IMAGE-LOC kit that includes all of these tools in a single kit. Next are a couple of quick steps. Turn off all water features. Ensure the pool edge is clear and remove any obstructions that may block the pool edge view. Pool cleaners in the pool may remain. Next, set up your digital camera, GoPro, or drone. If using a digital camera, turn off image stabilization or anti-vibration settings. Turn off the date and time setting, and set the image size or resolution to the largest width and length. If using a GoPro, in the settings, change photo mode to standard and set the digital lens to linear. For detailed instructions, you can download a GoPro setup guide from the dealer center. If using a drone, set the drone aspect ratio to 4:3. Setting up scales and cones. Step 1. Scales. Lay a metal measure tape roughly 6 to 12 inches away from the water's edge. 10 feet is recommended for most residential pools and 20 feet for commercial pools. Step 2. Scales. Set up scale blocks 6 to 12 inches from the pool line, then take a close-up photo of each scale block. The scale blocks must have highly visible contrasting colors on the end of the blocks. The scale blocks should be set up and measured from the front inside corner of one block to the front inside corner of the next. Next, set up the vertical markers. Step 1. Cones. Place 20 to 25 vertical markers, orange cones, 10 to 12 inches from the pool's edge or back of the coping. Be sure cones are behind your scales and not on the pool corners. If there are obstructions, take these additional steps before taking photos of the pool. Make sure to turn off all running water. Consider raised walls and obstructions that might require protect a gap, gap guard, or cable lock. For raised spas, place cones on top of the spa and on the pool level below it. With raised walls and rock walls, place cones around the pool as well as on top of the walls. Make a chalk outline whenever there is a specific way you want to anchor the cover into a special feature. If a pool has a basin, cones should be placed on the dividing wall of the pool and the lower levels of the vanishing edge. When all scales and cones are placed, the setup is complete and ready to photograph. Let's begin taking photos. Take a close-up photo of each scale block. Note that the blocks and tapes cannot be moved once you start photographing the pool. If these are moved, you will need to restart the process of taking photos. Ensure proper camera placement while taking photos of the pool. Photos should be taken from a high vantage point, using the camera or GoPro with an extension stick or using a drone, ensuring the whole pool is visible. First, pick a starting point. Then take photos every 4 to 6 feet around the pool, ensuring all scale blocks are visible in each photo. If deck space is limited, take 2 photos from the same spot to cover the whole pool. When it comes to obstructions, capture as many viewpoints of the special features as possible by taking photos from a variety of angles. For pools with features like rock walls or caves, take additional close-up photos from different angles, including one head-on shot of each feature. Next, let's review a guide to using a drone. Take photos at an elevation of 15 to 20 feet from the ground. Hold the drone over each scale block while taking photos, and take photos around the pool at about a 45-degree angle. Here are a couple drone tips. Your drone must move around the entire pool, taking enough photos from enough angles. You can visit www.faa.gov/UAS for details on drone use. Download drone flight apps Before You Fly or AeroWare. Be aware of your surroundings, overhead power lines, trees, etc. Next, let's talk about measuring for replacement covers. If a cover is not on the pool, mark all anchors with brightly colored vertical markers. Anchors must be marked, including when using an overhead drone. Be sure to treat anchor markers as part of the pool, angling the camera to get as many markers in each photo as possible. If a cover is on the pool, mark all anchors with brightly colored vertical markers. Be sure to mark the cover with chalk to reference the coping and overlap of the cover. Submitting your photos. After taking photos, go to the dealer center and follow the instructions to upload all photos and the completed measure form. Ensure the measure form is completely filled out before uploading. Upload only original photos that haven't been altered or post-processed, as IMAGE-LOC requires unmodified images. Click on Dealer Center. Go to Send Measurements. Select IMAGE-LOC Photo Upload. Select your files. Note the name as they upload. Once they are all attached, click Upload Files. When complete, you will see the Your Images have been successfully uploaded message. Let's review some IMAGE-LOC tips and best practices. Rotate the camera to fit more of the pool in the frame. Avoid adjusting the zoom while taking a set of photos. For replacement covers, include both the pool and all anchors in each photo. For pools with irregular obstructions like jagged rock walls, provide installation instructions using a chalk line or by drawing on a photo. Finally, set up the scale blocks at a minimum of 20 feet when measuring commercial-sized pools. How to avoid common mistakes. Insufficient photos is a common mistake. It happens by not going around the entire pool or not taking enough photos. The solution is picking a starting point and walking around the pool, taking a photo of the pool every 5 feet until you reach the starting point again, making sure to not skip any spots and to avoid going out of order as you go around the area. Improper framing of the photos is another common mistake. It happens by not getting the entire pool within the frame of the photo. The solution is to tilt the camera a bit to try to get more of the pool in the shot. If areas are still cut off, take a split shot of the pool from that angle. Keep in mind, split shots must be 2 photos that, when combined, show the entire pool. They cannot be more than 2 photos. Also, remember to view the cones as part of the pool when taking these photos. Low resolution or blurry photography can result from the camera moving while photos are taken. The solution is to pause for a second before and after hitting the shutter button each time you take a photo. A tripod can also be helpful in avoiding blur. Incorrect placement of cones can be an issue when cones are placed in locations obscuring areas that need to be measured. The solution is to remember that if the new cover is replacing an old one, cone placement around the pool should be at the anchors. If a pool is not a replacement, 20 to 25 cones should still be placed around the pool about 6 to 12 inches away from the pool line. They should also be placed on top of all special features. Make sure the cones do not obscure the view of anything that will impact the cover design from any angle but will still be visible in photos. Finally, avoid mistakes with incorrect information on the form. Common mistakes are incomplete forms and using outdated forms. The solution is that the measure form should always be completely filled out. If you have any issues uploading the form, feel free to print it out and take photos of the form to submit with the other photos. Order a LOOP-LOC IMAGE-LOC kit today by calling or emailing us at sales@looploc.com. Thank you for watching this video. Explore the document library in the Dealer Center for more how-to guides, forms, product catalogs, and more. www.looploc.com